Welcome to the Binge Dietitian podcast. I'm Jonathan, and I'm here to help you end 24/7 food thoughts, binge eating, and actually enjoy life with food. This episode is for educational and informational purposes only, not to be substituted for medical or personalized advice. Check the link in the description for my recovery resources, and let's get straight to the episode. Hi, welcome to this episode, and we'll talk about the best snack ideas to stop binge eating. So, as we know, to stop binge eating, one of the key things you have to do is to establish a regular eating pattern by eating 3 meals and snacks in between in a day consistently. So that looks like breakfast, mid-morning snack, lunch, mid-afternoon snack, and your evening meal. By having regular meals and snacks throughout the day, you're keeping yourself satisfied and full, as intense hunger is one of the key triggers of binge eating. It may sound a bit obvious, but what is your first instinct after having a binge episode? Maybe the next day, you might have an intense urge to skip meals, maybe eat very little in an attempt to make up for that binge. Later on, hunger will creep up, but you keep pushing it back because you didn't make up for your binge yet. Well, does that sound like you? Maybe you're already aware of this and you want to find out the best snack ideas which are filling and satisfying to help you stop binge eating. Either way, you're in the right place. So let's get straight to it. Here are the 3 best snack idea tips to stop binge eating. Number 1, and I think this is a pretty obvious one, but make sure that they're snacks you enjoy. Above everything else, if you're not enjoying your snacks, let's say you're having an apple just because I told you to have a snack, but you don't actually enjoy it, then that can still later on lead to a binge because you're not honoring your craving. The key point of having snacks in between meals is to, number 1, make sure you're full, and number 2 is to make sure that you're satisfied. So you're having that psychological craving, you're meeting that psychological craving by eating the foods you love or enjoy. Evidence confirms that we only binge on the foods we restrict. So if you normally avoid brownies, then you're going to have an intense psychological craving for it. But exposing yourself to having these foods every now and then as a snack or a dessert will turn these forbidden foods into a neutral food. Exposing yourself to the foods that you normally restrict on is called food habituation. We only binge eat because we're depriving ourselves of something. You'd be surprised by how our body is still, in a way, primal. Oftentimes, binge eating is just a protective signal from your body telling you that it might think there's a famine, no food is available. But if you're eating the foods you enjoy regularly and having regular meals and snacks, then this will help your body feel safe and to know that food is available and tell your body it's okay to turn down these signals and not to worry about binge eating, to hoard as much food as possible because food is always here and it's available. And it's such a privilege to remember that food is always available. Number 2, if you're already having snacks you enjoy, try to go for a snack that contains fiber, fats, protein, and carbs. Ensuring that you're having a snack that contains all of these macronutrients, which is protein, fats, and carbs, plus fiber, can ensure that we're going to stay full and satisfied. A snack example could be peanut butter, apple slices, and a cracker. Peanut butter contains fats and protein. Apple slices with a skin on contains fiber and carbs, and a cracker containing carbs as well. So, fat and protein has consistently been shown by research to be one of the most filling macronutrients, as well as fiber. Including carbohydrates help prevent further restriction and just give you energy throughout the day. This also helps with taste and also gives you that sensation of having a complete meal or a snack. Have you personally noticed that when you go for a packet of crisps, which just contains carbohydrates and fat, isn't as filling? Maybe that's why it's easy to eat or binge eat on lots of them and not feel full as quickly. It's because it's very low in fiber and protein, which can contribute to being full. Or we could think of a brownie as well. It's just fats and carbohydrates mostly. I would first prioritize having snacks that you enjoy first, even if it's brownies, cookies, or even fruit if you enjoy it. And then to combine macronutrients to ensure that your whole snack contains carbohydrates, fats, protein, and carbs. If you enjoy brownies, but want to have a greater sense of fullness, you may have a brownie mixed in with Greek yogurt, which is a great protein source. I'll list down in the link in the description of this podcast some snack ideas that incorporate fiber, fats, protein, and carbohydrates. So take a look over there for some ideas. Number 3. This isn't actually a snack idea tip, but number 3 is to not limit yourself to snacks. Make sure your main meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as well, are enjoyable first, and then make sure that they're balanced by containing a fiber source and the macronutrients, protein source, fat source, and a carb source. So instead of having a salad with chicken, just salad leaves and chicken, you can incorporate a fat source to have some salad leaves with chicken, plus a Caesar dressing to make it more delicious. Or maybe sprinkle some seeds on it. Another meal idea would be, instead of having just normal chicken and rice, it's missing a fat source. So you can maybe add some buttered vegetables to your meal by cooking your vegetables in butter. It'll give more of a sense of satisfaction and fullness. Another idea would be, instead of having noodles only, to add some beef to your noodles and some spinach. But make sure, again, that your meals are enjoyable first, which is your first priority. So if you enjoy plain noodles and you're craving for it, then go for it. But later on, try to make sure that your meals are balanced. Ensuring that you have meals and snacks that are enjoyable and filling is extremely productive against binge eating. Because the main reason why we binge eat oftentimes is because we're either hungry or we're not satisfied with our meals. So incorporating these ideas will massively help in your binge eating recovery journey. So thanks for listening to this short episode. And if you found this episode helpful, I would highly appreciate it if you rated this podcast well to help share and raise awareness of supporting loved ones with binge eating and to give them some snack ideas. I want to let you know that binge eating recovery is completely possible because I have fully recovered myself, and I'm always happy to share my personal and dietetic knowledge and advice with you. So if ever you have any questions, feel free to message me at Binge Dietitian in my social media platforms in the link in the description, or email me at bingedietitian@gmail.com. I offer one-to-one coaching, and you may also check out my online course, which is in the link in the description as well, where I can help you end your binge eating. So once again, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye! What if I told you you can end binge eating and still keep all the foods you love without dieting, without willpower, and no more meal plans? Check the link in the description for my exclusive self-paced Binge Freedom Blueprint online course to learn everything I wish I knew when I struggle with binge eating. It's all packaged into one platform to make it easy to transform your life right now.